Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul for you from Southbound Soap Company. This is from her August pre-order. What I really like that she did this time around was offer this sampler. Under normal circumstances, she will offer 8-ounce bags of blends, and normally what I'll do is I'll either order nothing or I will order two bags of the same scent if it's a super duper favorite, or two different bags. But I usually don't try to go overboard with pre-orders just because I know there's always going to be another one the next month. But I do like that this time around she offered a sampler, which gives you 1 scent shot from each one of the scents that she had available in the pre-order. So I decided to go that route this time because most of these are Halloween and fall scents, and I don't need a huge bulk of any of them really other than Witching Hour, which isn't even included in the sampler. So I went ahead, I placed an order for the sampler instead of the bags. Now, normally, if you guys have seen my old sampler hauls, all of her samplers are generally very cute and very well decorated. That is not the case this time around. This is more plain. It's the same idea as her bulk bakery bags that she pours. They don't have glitter, they don't have extra embeds, but they're still very cute. And some of these do have a tie-dye effect. I mean, they still turned out great, even though they're not like super decorated. But I do love everything that I got here. A couple of these scents have lavender in them, so they're actually going to go into my Instagram Halloween giveaway. But other than that, I love everything here. Most of these are scents that I've tried before in some capacity or another, and they're just kind of classic fall Southbound Soap Company scents. So I'm just going to go over them. She did send me a sample. This is caramel cookie latte, caramel drop cookies, and rich caramel coffee. And notice how I snuck in both pronunciations of the word caramel in that sentence. I use them interchangeably. Okay, this is coffee. This is really good. Coffee for me has to have a sweetness to it. Not just a bitter coffee scent, but also has to have a sweetness to it in order for me to really enjoy melting it. This is when I think I'm really going to enjoy melting. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to throw it in there right now because it's a cooler morning. You know, it's fall and it's a Sunday morning and I'm going to be home today for the most part. I might melt this morning. It smells super good. You really get more of the coffee obviously than the cookies, but I mean it smells like a caramel latte, really. It's super good. So that was my sample. And then onto the scent shots. This first one right here is Tricky Treats. It had been a while since I'd gotten a sampler from her. What I love that she did is she put the scent notes under the cap. So we've got pumpkin, persimmon, apple, blueberries, elderberries, and cinnamon with a hint of sugarcane and vanilla. We've also got the pour date. I think I've melted this one time every year from her since 2014. Like every year she pours Tricky Treats and I usually get 1 scent shot of it. So this is just a solid orange scent shot. I really like this scent because you really get a lot of apple in this. Like you really get a lot of apple. You get some elderberry. It's a fall fruity scent more so than a pumpkin-y type scent. It almost smells a little bit like a farmer's market. I know she has another scent in there that's supposed to smell like a farmer's market. This one smells like a farmer's market to me. Like you really get a nice blend of all that different produce in the fall. And then just a little tiny bit of like a candy-ish scent. I really super like this one. Not really enough to ever buy it in bulk, but I do enjoy melting this once every year, traditionally. Same thing with this one, Deathly Apples. This is another one that I've melted every year traditionally since 2014 when I started buying from Rachel. This one is green apples, red apples, tropical peach blossoms, and orchid. Don't get me wrong on those notes. It's not a floral scent. It's an apple scent, but I think the florals are very necessary to help bring out just the freshness of the apple. So this is one of the ones that's tie-dyed, kind of looking. You can see that dramatic black dye on the bottom from when they dropped it into the hot wax to create this effect. So this one has always just smelled to me like a very, very fresh apple scent. This is another one that I've traditionally melted every year. It always performs really, really super well. And so I'm glad to have more of it. That is out of anything here, that is one of the ones that I could see myself maybe someday wanting to purchase in a bag. It's just not something that I've ever felt was necessary up until this point. So I'm glad to have my one melt of it every fall. This one is Marshmallow Jam Cookies. I don't know if this is new or not. I don't remember ever melting this. This is marshmallow cream, super sugar cookies, and sweet berry jam drizzled on top. This is a super sweet, fruity sugar cookie blend. I mean, that's really what it is. It's fruity bakery. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And I know a lot of people have been in the Facebook group asking for more of this. Super good. This is my first experience with it, so I'm not sure if this one was a new one or not. But it does smell really good. If you like fruity bakery, you're probably going to like that one, because that's exactly what that is. Lavender Love Spell. This is one of the ones that's going into my giveaway package. It has nothing to do with Halloween, but it is what it is. So, Love Spell Victoria's Secret type blended with lavender, chamomile, neroli, and lily of the valley. I know people love scents like this. I probably would too if I could stomach the lavender, but as you guys know, I can't. It does smell super pretty though. The Love Spell in it is really strong, which I freaking love Spell. Victoria's Secret Love Spell. I could smell that any day and be totally happy with life. The lavender in this isn't super strong. I don't think that I would want a chance melting it myself, but it isn't super duper super strong. This is more Love Spell in my opinion. Now this one is another one with Love Spell, and this one is mine. Graveyard Spells. This is another one that I traditionally melt once a year from her. So this is a blend of blueberry, which is blueberry, strawberry, vanilla, and sweet sugar, and Victoria's Secret Love Spell. Oh, it's so good. Now this one is more blueberry than Love Spell, but you can there's definitely that Love Spell scent in there. Yummy. I love this one. This one's another one that, like, every year when she comes out with it, I, like, especially this year when she came out with these in the bags, I was like, do I want that in bulk? And even though part of me was like, yes, I do want it in bulk, I know my wax is out of freaking control. The amount of wax that I have, I should be destashing rather than buying. So I settled for the sampler. But I mean, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy when I see myself go through the sampler and get through the sampler and not have to worry about having all of these bags in bulk of scents that I've purchased. So I'm justifying the sampler out loud, guys. Monster Jam. This is the one that she describes as a farmer's market. I think little J wrote on the label. I think she sure did. This is the one she describes as a farmer's market, and it literally says, just like a roadside farmer's market where all the notes of the fresh jams and preserves collide. So, let's see. A lot of people really super love this scent. I'm like my personally feeling on it, I'm kind of meh. I mean, I think it's a good scent. It performs very well. It throws very well. But I don't go super crazy for this one. I again, once a year, I get a scent shot of it and I traditionally melt it as part of my fall melts. But this is not one where I would say, oh my God, this is a must have. I have to have 10 bags of it. But there are people that do. There's people that absolutely love the scent. And this really does. I mean, it really does smell like a bunch of different jams and preserves. I mean, it's spot on to what it's supposed to smell like. And this is a really pretty scent shot. It's just not something that like me personally that I go crazy for. But I know there's a lot of people that do. Fall Delight. Now this one I'm in love with, and I don't know if this is a new one, which I'm really shocked when I read the notes because, yeah. Frosted graham crackers and ice cream scoop bread topped off with cream cheese frosting. Both cream cheese frosting and ice cream scoop bread are scents that I can usually take it or leave it. But this is really good. This is a really nice bakery scent. I'm probably going to hang on to this for later in the fall, like more towards Thanksgiving time or maybe even Christmas. It smells really good though. It does smell really good. And this is one that I don't remember having from her. So that's why I'm questioning maybe this was a new scent. But it's a good one. I mean, this is one where when I smelled it, I was like, I could see myself ordering that in bulk at some point. Vampire Bites. Now, this is the one I almost sprung for. I know I've said that with like every scent, but this is the one that I almost went ahead and got a bag of, and I just decided not to because I've got plenty of fizzy. I had to rein it in a little bit, but this one is one that I always want to gravitate towards. So this is lime, orange, cherry, an assortment of berries, garden greens, and a touch of rock candy. What this is, folks, is her version of Bite Me, which I absolutely love. Bite Me. I love that scent from pretty much any vendor. I've loved it from, gosh, I think there's 7 or 8 or 9 vendors that I've tried Bite Me from, and I've loved it across the board from every single vendor, but hers really stands out. It's got, in my opinion, a little bit more of the effervescence than the typical Bite Me scent. So I don't know if she adds a little bit of extra fizzy. Some of these wax vendors, they'll put in extra scent notes that they don't necessarily publish so that they can't necessarily be copied as easily, if that makes sense. Or they'll just flat out put that it's a secret blend. But I don't know. But I know that Vampire Bites is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite Bite Me fragrances ever. And I did almost spring for a bag of this one, but I didn't. So I have to be happy with the sample. All right, Magic Mist. This is another one that I've traditionally melted every fall. This one is peach, apricot, blackberries, with notes of mandarin, cinnamon, rose, with a touch of musk. Why don't I remember? Yeah, I do remember this. This was lovely. This was absolutely lovely. I like melting this one in the evening in my bathrooms. That's what I did with it last year. And that is probably exactly what I'll do with it again this year. It's lovely. It's not an offensive peach to my nose. Plus you get that blackberry, which I absolutely love blackberry. You get the mandarin. Not a whole lot of the cinnamon and rose. And then you do get a little bit of musk. I mean, it's first and foremost, it's like a peach and apricot and blackberry scent. But then there's just a little bit something in the background that makes me want to melt it in the bathrooms, which is probably the rose and the musk. But I super enjoyed this one last year and I think the year before. So I'm going to enjoy it again this year. That was Magic Mist. And then Poison Pie. This one is blueberries, Granny Smith apples, buttery cream, and cinnamon with notes of fresh baked crust. I think I really liked this one too. I think I've only melted this once. Yeah, you really get the blueberry in this one. That's probably why I only melted it once, because I am the only person in my household that likes blueberry. Everybody else, when they smell blueberry, they want me to turn it off. But yes, this definitely smells like a blueberry pie to me. And it's supposed to be like a blueberry and apple pie, but it smells more blueberry to me. I think it's delicious, but nobody else in my household is going to like this. So I'm going to have to melt this someday when I have the house to myself. It does smell really good, but you have to like blueberry because that is the predominant note. We've got Pink Bedtime Blend. This is another one that's not Halloween related at all, but it's still going in my giveaway. This one is Pink Sugar Mandarin, Lavender Chamomile, Neroli, and Lily of the Valley. People love this scent. Love, 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 love this scent. I saw some hauls in the group where people bought like 4 bags of just this scent. That's how much people love it. I can't do it. I sniff it, and the first thing that I smell is the lavender, and that stops me cold. So this one is not going to live here. This isn't even one that I could give my kids because the lavender in this is way too strong. So this is going in the giveaway. And then finally, this was the other one. If I had gone the route of getting the bags, I would have gotten this one and Vampire Bites. Those would have been the 2 bags that I got instead of going the route of the sampler because they are my 2 favorites. But this is Ghostly Brew, another one that I traditionally have melted every year. This is a spooky blend of cider donuts and vanilla bean Noel all brewed into one ghostly treat. So this is cider donut Bath & Body Works type with some added vanilla, which really adds a little extra layer of sweetness. Oh, this one is so good. If you like cider donut, you're going to love this scent. Absolutely love, love, love this scent. Perfection. Utter perfection. Ah, so good. So good. So I really love that one as well. So it would have been that one and Vampire Bites for the win had I chosen to go the route of getting the bags. But I got the sampler instead, which I'm super happy with. I know it probably doesn't sound like it because I keep talking about sampler versus bags, but I really do like it. And personally, I hope she does it again at Christmas time because I don't think that there's a whole lot of Christmas scents that I would want to buy in bulk either. But I do like having the variety of being able to melt different scents out of a sampler. So I actually hope she continues to do the samplers. I really do. And I didn't pay attention to see if she did the sampler for September or not. Because I know she already had the pre-order for September, but I didn't pay attention to whether she had a sampler or not in it. But I hope that she continues to do it, or at least for big events like Christmas, Halloween, Easter maybe, where you may not want to have a crap ton of those scents in bulk, but you still want to experience them all. I think the sampler is a great idea. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.